Hi, this is Sonia with Artsy Solutions, and welcome to Essence of Time, which is hosted by Vera of SpilledCoffeeCrafts. And it's a 100-day project where if you only had 10 minutes of your time, you could see what you could make within that time frame. So, the last time we did something, we had a little bit of alcohol ink play, and we made some different embellishments and stuff like that. Let me take it out. I didn't complete all of it because I've been kind of busy, so I didn't get to do everything that I said I was going to do. But we did play around with some resin and some glossy accents and different little things like that, and bottle caps, which, what is that one? I only made one that had the resin and stuff in it. But this is one of the ones that I made, and they did have a little air bubble in it. But later, at some point, I may just add some black alcohol ink over top of that, and some splatters or something. We'll see. But for right now, oh yeah, and I also made these little typewriter keys as well. So I don't know if you can see that too good or not. But anyway. We're going to do something completely different today, and I'm just going to decorate my journal. And oh, I forgot, this is for days, yeah, this is for days 46, 47, 48, and 49. I've just been so busy. Like I said, I work 12-hour shifts, and it's been nonstop. So we're going to do a layout, and so that's going to be 4 sessions. And if you know my routine, I'll do one session like through the whole 10 minutes, and then the other ones will be sped up. So what I want to do today though is I've decided I'm going to go ahead and decorate this right here. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Let me lift this up a little bit. Sorry y'all, I'm so ill prepared. Alright, so hopefully I'm in frame now. Alright, so the last time when I made this, you know, it got that hole in there. So I'm gonna have to do something with it to so that it doesn't, you know, get all messed up or whatever, or I need to cover it up basically. So let me put this right here so I don't lose it. There we go. Alright, so let me go ahead and set my timer, 10 minutes. And I'm going to be using a combination of some of the things that I've already made, and then just scraps and stuff like that, because, you know, I've got the little coffee stuff, and then the little things I collected, and then some of these tags and whatever. Alright, so I have kind of a base idea of what I want to do, and I've decided when I made this, I forgot which session it was, I've decided I'm going to cover this. This is going to be like an opening. Actually, it's going to be like a pocket. Yeah, I think I'll make it like a side pocket coming in here. So, but I do think I still need to glue something right here. And I'm going to use, just to make it more secure, you know what I mean? I think I'm going to use a piece of, if this is going to get covered up anyway, but I think I'll use, let's see what it's going to look like from this side. I need something like brown or something. What I could do is put this is like the little cut off from one of the things that I made. Actually, that's one of the tags. Let me just see with the word sweetener and stuff like that coming through. I think that'll look okay. Or maybe I should keep that as, I'm just wasting my time. I'm just going to basically, let's see. I'm so indecisive. We'll do this right here. I'm just going to glue this over top of here. You know, making sure that I cover that area. And I'm just going to add paste because I think the paste does better. So I'm just going to make sure that what I need, the portion of this is covered up. And we're just going to add it like right along here. Okay. And then we're just going to make our pocket. And I'm going to just add some glue. I've had an eventful week last week. So my son rides the bus. He's 15 years old. He has autism, but even though all that's irrelevant. Anyway, so he rode the bus last year, and I've moved since during the school year. I stay with my sister now. But anyway, it's the same school, same bus route. Well, kind of the same bus route. Anyway, so they do have a new bus driver this year. And first day of school, the bus didn't come. All right, so I'm like, okay, well, it's the first day of school, so, you know, that happens from time to time. And then, so I took him to school. Luckily, I was off that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So, I shouldn't have did that because this can't go right here. I won't be able to open this up. But I could use, I might just put this here. Well, yeah, I think I'll put this here like that. So, I took him to school and I went to the receptionist's office, you know, went to the office or whatever. I told him to just go ahead and go straight to class so he wouldn't be late. And talked to the receptionist and she said she would take care of it. So I'm like, okay, you know, no big deal. Monday, very first day of school, it happens, new kids, blah, 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 blah. So Tuesday comes around, but still doesn't come and pick him up. Now, keep in mind, you know, I told her Monday morning the bus didn't come, so they put him on a different bus, and he has a new bus driver. So okay, I'm like, you know, understanding. Okay, I can understand the complications and the misunderstandings, blah blah blah. So bus driver brings him home Monday, so I'm thinking, you know, everything's good. They got the bus route established, so we're good. Tuesday morning, waiting at the bus stop from 6:40 in the morning, because last year his bus came around 6:40, and so he waited from 6:40 in the morning to like 7:30, no bus. And I'm like, what is the deal, you know? So I'm like, whatever. So my nephew, so I went on ahead and took him to school, and my nephew told me that I guess like after I left, there was a bus that did stop there. And of course it was, you know, a different bus number than what he had rode last year. And so I'm like, okay, well maybe the bus just comes at a later time now. So went to the school Tuesday, you know, let them know bus didn't come, blah, 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 blah. So she said she was going to talk to the coordinator, the person who's over the bus routes and stuff like that, and, you know, take care of it. So, you know, I'm like, okay. It's still pretty early, so, you know, in the school year, so, you know, let her do her thing or whatever. And so I'm trusting her, thinking, you know, everything's going to get taken care of. So Wednesday, we're waiting and waiting and waiting. So we wait till like 7:55 because, you know, it was much later than the first day. And so the bus goes by. We do see his bus, and it just keeps going by, and it doesn't stop and pick him up. And we're like, okay, so I call the school. And I'm like, okay, his bus just went by, but they didn't stop and pick him up. And they're like, okay, well, we'll contact the bus driver and have them come back out here and get you. So I'm like, okay. So we're waiting. It's like 7:55, 8 o'clock, and no bus, no nothing. And I'm like, so I called back. I'm like, well, did you guys get a hold of the bus driver? Because, you know, like I said, with him having autism, they have like a helper who rides the bus, I guess, to make sure everything's okay and the kids are fine and stuff like that. So she says, well, she got a hold of the bus driver, but I guess they were too far along and too close to the school to turn around, so they're going to send another bus out. And they did, and he was severely late for school. So anyway, but I had asked them, you know, because like I said, I was at home, I was off. It was 8 o'clock. He has to be in class by 8:30. But I'm like 20 minutes from the school, so it's not like I couldn't have gotten him there, you know, and he would have been reasonably, like, not too late, you know. So they're like, no, we're going to send another bus out. So I'm like, okay, well, have they left yet? Yeah, they've already left. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Bus doesn't even get there until like 8:20. So, and then, you know, buses don't go nearly as fast as cars do. So long story short, he was severely late for Wednesday. And I'm just like, okay, this is unacceptable. You know what I mean? So they're like, okay, well, we'll talk to the bus driver and find out what's going on, blah, 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 blah. Thursday, same thing. Luckily, my son was off work. They didn't stop and at all. They didn't even see the bus at all. So I'm just like, I can't deal. These people gonna make me say something. So I called the school. I had to go to work, and but my son took him to school, and he told me, you know, they still didn't stop, so he still didn't have a bus stop. So finally Friday, I told my supervisor, look, I'm coming in late because I gotta make sure my son's got his bus route, because these people don't know what they're doing, clearly, you know. So finally, I called while I was on break that Thursday, and they said they were going to handle it and take care of it and blah, 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 blah. So long story short, finally they did, oh, there's my time. They did show up on Friday, and I went in late to work. So I'm hoping that today, by the time this airs, everything's still going to be okay. Oh, it's just been such an eventful week. But all right, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my timer on, and we're going to speed through. We're going to create us a little, we call it layout. So let me go ahead. This is for day 47 now. All right, so that's what, 47. So now time for 48. Okay, so now it's time for the very last session. Alright, so this is pretty much it. I still had like a couple of minutes, but I'm just going to call it done. But I'm satisfied with this little layout, and I feel like we got quite a bit accomplished. But yeah, I've just been so busy with a lot of crazy stuff at home and life, and just, yeah, I haven't been able to craft as much as I would like to and stuff. But wish me luck and my son luck that his bus will show up to, you know, like they're supposed to. So, and I'll let you know on my next session how it went. So let me just do like a little, let me just show you what I made. We covered up that messed up spot. I think it'll be okay right there, because I mean, it's a slightly different color, but it'll be all right. Let me put this back over here. Yeah, it blends in. It works out pretty good. So we've got this opens up, and then I went on ahead and tucked one of these tags down in there, so we have a little journal writing spot. And I may, on one of my other sessions, I might actually decorate this on the inside, so we'll see. So we've got that, and then of course our pocket, and then coffee lover, and then little decorations, and this is a little pocket here, little tuck spot, pocket, and then I did decide to go ahead and use some of my little those little things that I made with the, what do you call it, alcohol inks and stuff like that, and typewriter key. So yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos, blog, and social media sites. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching.